Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Nerd Collision. I'm Eddie, that's Ray, and that's Brandon, and today we're going to be giving our spoiler review for RuPaul's Drag Race Season 15, Episode 11, Two Queens, One Joke. Aw, yeah. Mm.
What's up, bro?
Alrighty, guys, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and jump right into our spoiler review. Now, in this episode, the queens perform stand up comedy in pairs, but an odd number of queen causes for some drama. Now, comedian Ali Wong guest judges on this episode. And for this episode, we do have our Maxi Challenge winners as Lucy LaDuca and Lux Noir London, with their prize being $5,000. And our bottom two, unfortunately, was Anitra and Marsha. Now, they did lip sync to Boss Bitch by Doja Cat, and the queen that was unfortunately eliminated this episode was Marsha. Now, we do have some notes here from Britt, who unfortunately wasn't able to join us for today's recording, but her notes read as follows. Let me start off by saying I didn't really chuckle at anyone. Now I have a funny bone, but it wasn't tickled at all. Now I got a few chuckles from Lux and, dare I say, Lucy. That was it. It was time for Marsha Brady to go. That lip sync was good, but Anitra was the clear winner of that lip sync. And y'all better not deny it. Even though I think it was a setup to get rid of her and use Anitra again for the job, Marsha's time was up. And I have to agree, comedy is one of those things that are very hard. And I think it's really intimidating. For your joke, you have to have a good setup and a good punchline. And you also have to be a good storyteller too, to bring people in on the joke. And you have to make sure that whatever joke you're telling is funny to everyone in the room. But this was a tough one. It was tough watching the queens struggle a little bit. But this wasn't a bad episode, and Anitra was the clear winner of that lip sync. I don't think anyone will disagree on that one. But yeah, I'll go ahead and start with you guys, see what you guys think. And Ray, you want to start us out?
Yes, this was a fun episode for different reasons. We're back to 90 minutes. It was very much fun seeing the Maxi Challenge. Everybody did well except for Lucy DeLuca. Stating what I feel as far as her being like a lip syncer performer.
Jesus Christ.
I'm not. Like I said, I wasn't really watching Lucy before the show, so I don't know if she is like a strong performer. What I've seen so far from the Lost Rules and this middle of mini challenge, I wasn't really wowed with her mini challenge performance. That being said, the actual main challenge of the show interesting, and it's different because you have the girls have to come up with their own material. It's different when they're doing like an acting challenge, a comedy acting challenge, where they're like given the script to read off of, as opposed to coming up with their own materials.
Right.
I will say it was smart of Selena to steal Mistress. That probably kept her from being in the bottom two. So good on her on that. The team ups were interesting. And it was a little hard seeing the Queen struggle, especially Anitra. And I do feel Sasha was stronger in their group. It was really tough seeing Anitra struggle this week because I love her to death, but she made up for that in the performance. Mistress and Selena were just safe. Lux and Lucy did a good job. I actually do feel like Lux was stronger of the two. I was kind of hoping she would just win by herself, but I guess can give it to Lucy too. Like Sasha said, I can admit she did okay this week. I don't like saying it, but she did. Overall, a good episode. And about the one, I know we're gonna do the separate, but I do want to say a couple of things about that. I actually feel that though, because I know it's pointed out for Marsha that Lucy did did that look before, but I actually think Marsha did a better job of pulling it off. I will say, as hard as I've been on Marsha this season with her drag looks, this is probably the most drag we've gotten from her as far as makeup, the hair. It was
agreed
a step up for her. But overall, and I do want to commend Marsha for putting up a fight. Like I said, it was. I mean, Anisha jumped over the bitch, like literally tumbled over her.
She did.
Like it was a wrap at that moment. It's literally the equivalent of Sasha Velour with the rose petals. It was a wrap at that point. But I do commend Marsha for fighting on. She gave it the best performance she could do, and I was entertained, and that's saying something because we have been really critical of these lip syncs this season because they have not been up to par. It's season 15, and a lot of the girls were not serving. So I can give kudos to Marsha for putting up a good fight, but Anisha, she ate. I mean, she's just something on a whole nother level, and yeah, that's all I gotta say. But good job, Marsha. Like I said, I hope after the show and you watch it back, you do develop your drag more because you have, like I said, with Marsha, I feel like my biggest issue was like with her drag looks. Like I feel they like here, and they could have been elevated a little bit more. That's my overall issue with her. But she is a performer, and I hope this. I wouldn't mind seeing if she steps up her drag. I definitely wouldn't mind seeing more of her in the future.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. She has a lot of talent, and it shows when you
Hmm.
see her on stage. I would love to see her live, and I would love to see her elevate her looks. I think she's very talented, and I think we're going to see a lot more from her moving forward.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely looking forward to that. But yeah, yeah, good stuff. All right, Brandon.
Child, this episode, wow. And the first time in Drag Race history, I have to agree with Brit. Brit is right. The comedy, whatever stand up thing, it was lackluster. Child, ain't nobody laughed during that damn thing. Ain't nobody laughed. And it was a few hearty hard chuckles, like when you I guess secondhand embarrassment. You're like, that's what it sounded like. And to me, even when Lux, our best black, and uh, Lucy LaDudu was on stage making their jokes, I was just like, girl, let's just get to the runway, child. Please, please. Because I was just like, I cannot with this. Like, they, out of everybody, they were the least bad. Okay.
Mm,
They had a couple jokes where like, huh? I was like,
Yeah, that's
the
pretty much.
white thing, I feel like it could have been funny if it had been Lux herself, but with them too, I didn't like the pair thing. I thought it should have just been separate stand-ups, so everyone do their own thing. But
hmm
playing off of each other, I guess that there was a bit of more of an advantage. But I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it. I actually thought Selena did worse in the challenge. Um, and Mistress, only because they took too long to get to their fucking punchline shot. They were like, so yeah, girl. It was like two girls talking in the dressing room, which I appreciated, okay? But then they were like, girl, let me tell you. So I went to Trey's house. Then I went to Chipotle and I got a number six. And then I went to stop at Walgreens. And girl, you won't believe it. I got something on my tire. But anyway, so I went to Pet Boys. And then on the way back, I stopped and also I saw a pebble and the pebble winked at me like, girl, hurry up, hurry up. I was just like, "Cuz this is boring, boring."
Honestly, it's
And
like
child,
their
they lucky I
energy
wasn't
was
there because
saying
I would have been like Dave, Jinx's vet, and be like, so tell us a joke. I would have been so rude, disrespectful, nasty. I was so bored, bitch. Everybody, even my favorite Anitra who can do no wrong, child, I was just like, listen, my baby is struggling. Let's just show her amazing dress so that she can be safe. No, they put my bitch in the bottom. I thought it should have been Selena or Mistress versus Marsha. I'm sorry. I don't think that Anitra did that bad. I'm sorry. I just my personal opinion. Maybe it's a bias. You can argue with me on TikTok, y'all, with the K-pop edits, with your Drag Race fantasy, which is weird because why would the members of BTS be on Drag Race competing against each other like they do drag? Y'all are weirdos on TikTok. Yeah, I'm calling y'all out. And yeah, this episode was just really off to me for the first half. I'm like, child, maybe Todrick was right. Maybe we should have before he
Damn.
ripped out. He was like, let me tell you something. Todrick Hall, you are the Grace Randolph of Drag Race, bitch. You coming out of your mouth and being like, you Drag Race fans get what you deserve. You be talking all this.
I was not expecting that.
I'm sorry. I just had to say it. Grace, listen, Jessica Chastain is on her way to your timeshare. She's coming. Um, no, I'm just joking. But honestly, the lip sync was sickening because I knew my girl was going to turn it. I knew my girl was going to turn it. And RuPaul loves seeing Anitra perform. RuPaul is like a seal when she sees Anitra. She's like, arf, arf, arf. You saw her when they were doing the Voguing challenge. And another thing, girl, we might get blocked by the Voguing community for what I'm about to say. Okay. So listen, I agree for the most part of where they're coming from. Okay. I will Laomi, listen. Okay. I agree from the most part. You, Aja, and all y'all people, the commentators at OTA, everybody, I get it. I get it. But right now, let's put the pitchforks against RuPaul aside because we literally have bills being written up, processed, okay, like a check, to get rid of us and stop us from existing and occupying spaces and expressing our art. That's an issue for me. It's a racial. They literally just gutted, marriage equality in Tennessee.
Yes, they did.
Tennessee is where it's like it's a landmine over there if you're a homosexual or any of the other alphabet letters, bitch. It's bad. It's just bad right now. So, you can have that discussion after that. Like, yes, it's a topic to be had. And if you want to sit at a table with the people at WoW who are Caucasian and wear their suits, that's fine. You can have that conversation with them another time. But right now, let's put that idea aside and focus on what's really ahead is like getting people to vote, getting shit, get people moving and getting them to the polls because that's the only way that we're going to stop this shit. That to me is more important than getting mad over someone doing a poorly attempted duck walk, quote unquote. It's just like, girl, come on, be for real. Be for real. Like you are being erased and you're more worried about someone's poor execution and quote unquote Vogue being mocked. I'm sorry. Like, yes, I agree with with like 90% of what you're saying. I do. But it's just ridiculous at this point. But back to the show. The lip sync was killer. Marsha, that poor child. Now everyone was saying that should have been a double Shantae, and I arguably would agree that that was definitely worthy of one. Because they have saved less deserving. I'm not going to say who because I don't want to stir the pot. But it's the truth. And Marsha, child, she tried to bend over backwards. She tried to give you exorcism, and he just said, "Haha, not so fast, bitch." And she jumped right over her and was duck walking and cartwheeling and doing all sorts of shit. And then she literally popped her pussy. That was it. That was it for me. That was it. I said, "It's done. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Cut the song. Dead ass." Um, and then poor Marsha, she said, "Well, white people, my heart is broken. I'm gone." And then she left. And she said, right after she got eliminated, she said, "Oh, my shirt's available online." She posted that, and it's her looking all sad with her quote from the show. I said, "Look at her being white in marketing. You better work, bitch." But I love this episode, and this is the stuff that me, Ray, and Britt and Eddie were talking about when it comes to the lip syncs, RuPaul, I don't know who the powers be at be. I get it. You got to have versatility when it comes to your casting and everything like that. But when it comes to the lip syncs, bitch, our eyes should be glued. We should be screaming. We should be we should just be overall excited to see these two, whoever they may be, go get down to it. Because if you're not going to give us a performance that is worthy of what we just saw this past day, then girl, what's the point? What is the point? Why even show up? Why even go through the psych evaluation and all the preparation, making the audition tape if you're not gonna give it your all, bitch? There are some people who have been on that damn stage who give you less, and it's just like, why? Like, go in. You're an entertainer. Entertain. And if you're not gonna give us what, it's fruitless. So this is what I expect from here on out. Anything lackluster, you're getting right on this channel. Sorry about it. Cry about it. I don't care. It is what it is. And the Drag Race finale films April 1st, which is on a Saturday. So we will find out, probably the day after or that night. The tea will slowly pour in before it official airs on MTV. So we will see what happens. And honestly, y'all can have that voguing conversation at the reunion. Skype Aja and Laomi and cuss them out in there. I don't know. Do something. But yeah, that's all I have to say on it.
Yeah. Alrighty, fair enough, guys. All right, well, right before we move into our bonus runway review, any other final thoughts before we wrap it up?
I think going forward, we're going to see more like performances, lip syncs, because most of the girls are performers.
Right.
I truly fear for Lucy, whoever she is lip syncing against, because I think the girls remaining are all stronger performers. Like I said, I'm only basing what I've seen so far. Nothing about what Lucy has done has given me the perception that she's a strong performer. God forbid she go against Anitra or Sasha on in the lip sync battle. But even if she doesn't, I think if she go against Selena, Mistress, or Lux, it's still gonna be a wrap for her.
Yeah.
Well, she's won 4 challenges now.
Same.
The first to 4.
Iconic.
That's an icon, exactly, and one of the most iconic challenges in Drag Race history.
Yeah. She's one of one.
Valentina was not so delusional. I mean, best of luck, girl. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait.
Lord have mercy. So next week is the Rusical.
Mm-hmm.
Following after, I believe, is the makeover challenge.
Okay.
And I believe they're making over their teachers.
Oh. Okay.
Or teachers in general. And then the finale is Blame It on the Edit music video.
Oh, I can't wait for that. That's gonna be good. Oh.
I thought they should have done ASMR Lover. That's a great song. RuPaul, you're gonna regret it. You get what you deserve. I'm just kidding. We love RuPaul.
Oh, man. Alrighty, guys. So with that being said, we'll go ahead and wrap it up right here. Thank you guys so much for watching our spoiler review for RuPaul's Drag Race Season 15, Episode 11. Please remember to like and subscribe. Comment down below, let us know what you guys thought of the episode. Also remember to click the bell button for notifications so that you know whenever we have new videos here on the channel. And please follow Nerd Collision on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Once again, I'm Eddie. That's Ray. That's Brandon. We are Nerd Collision, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye.